I'm gonna start streaming.
I just thought it would have been funny. So
I saw it earlier this week. I'm like, did I fall asleep during the game?
I think you, in particular, would remember finding hordes and hordes of cash.
I think so, but
it's been a stressful few weeks.
Yeah, that's the way to put it.
I need to.
I hope that I logged all the damage I took.
So, is the map a lot more responsive this week?
I think so.
It's a big map, but the dynamic lighting was really bogging it down. So it's still there. I just disabled it.
Gotcha. We'll have to see how it goes throughout the night, I think. But right now, I'm scrolling relatively easily.
Okay, yeah. I was doing it earlier this week with I just had Jeff in the game just to see, because I have a really good computer, so it wasn't an issue for me. But after you were saying you could barely do anything last week,
I was also on my laptop last week.
All right. Well, then let me.
I'm on my desktop now. I had to. It was a whole thing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn on dynamic lighting.
Okay. Yeah, trying to run the stream and the dynamic lighting without hardware acceleration in Chrome on my laptop might have been the problem. Oh, now it's bad again.
Yeah, see. All right, let me do this. I will turn Fog of War back on, but disable dynamic lighting.
Oh, it's way better.
Yeah.
Although, something looks kind of weird.
What's that?
Look at the stream.
What's the YouTube link for it?
Hashtag
Hold on.
HypnoCat.
Team.
Hold on, I'll drop it.
Okay. Oh, right.
Let me know when you're watching it and I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching. Yeah. Wait, hang on. Okay.
Mine's not doing that.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Is it a me thing?
Yeah, that's a you thing.
I'll refresh.
Well, I turned dynamic lighting back off, so...
It's like with the performance issues, what is the point of dynamic lighting? Or
What's
maybe,
that?
I guess it doesn't matter on big maps. I mean, sorry, on small maps.
Well, I turned dynamic lighting back off.
Oh, I can hear myself.
I was gonna say, I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just paused the stream. We'll just, how do you see it? Yep. Okay. All right.
Oh, I need my notepad that shows my janky map.
Mm-hmm. Actually, we're going to... Progress might move a touch slower this way, but in the name of...
But it might not.
Yeah. Anybody talk to Jeff today? I talked to him last night, but
I'm going
to call him
today.
I'm going to call him. Unless that was him.
Nope.
Okay.
No, that was me.
If he doesn't show up, we can run that game I wrote that I have. What's it called? Monster of the Week. I have a big idea for Monster of the Week if we ever decide to run it again.
Hey man, where you at?
Okay. I don't know if you saw my thing, but I've got like a hard 10 p.m. Gotta go.
All right. He said he was on the way, so we're just going to start.
Okay.
Let's start.
So because 3/4 of you are here. We're not going to make you wait. All right. So last time, wait, Brett just ran off.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just
Oh.
grabbing something real quick. I'll be
Oh.
right back.
Okay.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Last time on Assault the Dragon's Lair.
I think we should go back and fight those dragons.
You really wanna? You think you can take them?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But we're here to kill dragons.
That's true.
If
So last time you killed some baby dragons. You found some bigger dragons. You also killed some basilisks while trying to look for the other army people, the infantrymen and stuff. So that's about where we're at.
Onward, forward. Let's go.
Now,
Oh, shoot. That map thing is doing it to me now too. I'm gonna refresh.
I think it's the turning off and on thing.
Mm-hmm. Here I was saying I have a good computer, but this is also a poorly coded website. So
Yeah, I've been looking at alternatives, but
Yeah, just blame the website. It's all the
Yeah.
website's fault.
yeah, it's easier. It's easier.
how much video issues have we had with these damn cameras?
All right.
My dynamic lighting is tracking across the map in one shape.
It's time to
Refresh.
refresh.
Yeah, refresh the game.
That
like
might be
back out.
only. Yeah.
Magic. That's just magic. All right, so you defeated the basilisks. You saw, or you didn't see, but they said they were going to go this way. So finding monsters just right over here tells you they may or may not have gone this way. Or maybe they just slipped by them all.
We see no signs of them. We don't see them like hanging from the ceilings or something, right?
No, absolutely not. No.
Actually, Smokey, you can track people. That's your thing, right?
I can track humans. That is a thing that she is good at in particular.
Like fictionally and functionally.
Right. So what would you like to do? Would you like to continue along that path that looks like it cuts, a little west and down south, right in front of Smokey in there?
I am going to look and see if I see any human tracks.
Sure. Roll me your, I guess that's an investigation on that.
I think it's survival for tracking.
Is it
Yeah.
survival? Okay, yeah, then roll me a survival.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Hey, not amazing.
As far as you can tell, it does not look. You see the basilisk's, tracks around the ground, but you don't see anything else except their tracks.
Our battle has disturbed the ground too much. We have to proceed forward.
Onward then.
Onward and onward.
We have two directions we can go, it looks like.
Yeah. So if Smoking is standing there.
Oh, I'll stand back over here behind her.
Oh. Well, from where you were standing.
Well, do y'all want to go the first south or the second south?
Flip a coin.
First south it is.
Excellent.
Oh, look, there's more pathways this way.
Oh,
Lots more pathways.
Lots more pathway.
please catch up, party. We should put all the other players in like a block that we can move in.
Yeah, here's what we're
Yeah.
gonna do. There's.
I'm gonna say it takes me forever to move
here,
smoking and then
here.
run back and be like, no, Yolanda
Yeah.
was there.
I don't know where I went.
Hafen has disappeared.
Oh, I
Maybe
might
he's
be.
still
underneath
gonna get moved.
somebody. He is not underneath anybody.
We
Wait.
will
Oh, that's
drag
fine.
Hafen back out. Hafen ran off somewhere.
Huh.
Does this change directions for him too?
What's that?
I don't know if y'all see this or not.
Why are you doing that?
Is it annoying?
Don't make me take away all token access.
I think the only time we ever used that at all was when Clay was DMing and he had those rules about flanking and you had to face a certain position.
Yeah, yeah. A little too much if you ask me.
If we had like miniatures, that would work, but on this, it's
No, yeah, I totally agree. If it was, tabletop, absolutely. Okay, you see the path in front of you smoking. It leads back east before it bends south again. You also have a path that takes you west.
I said first south, I'm going first south.
First south,
Excellent.
all right.
Following slightly
And
behind.
you come around the area.
I got the
It bends back around.
sister. I think we could have gone through the wall.
Are we inside the dragon's digestive tracts?
If only. As you come around the southern bend, you notice a lot of rubble that leads, into the wall. You see sunlight coming through the very top of the huge pile of rubble in front of you.
Is there enough room at the top for someone to squeeze through?
No, it is packed floor to ceiling with rubble, with boulders that are too big to move by one person.
Someone shrink super tiny.
This doesn't look like the right way. I say we turn around.
Yeah, that's...
How long does it look like the rubble's been there?
It looks like it's very, very, very recently caved in on that spot.
I think I found our soldiers. They're under there.
Do we see blood splatter?
No blood splatter.
Well, remember, one of the things I did mention was that blue dragons will kind of lure us into their caves and then block us in while it makes an escape. So that could be, it could already know we're inside its cave, and that this could be first evidence that it's blocking off exit ways.
Yeah, but unless we want to leave Yolandi here just moving rocks for the rest of the mission.
Well, I'm just saying we might want to be careful.
True.
This might be evidence that if we don't hurry, we might get closed in.
All right, you see, you've got your only other path, the path that leads west.
Hey,
I think
To
we're
the
going
west.
We're going west.
West. All right, as you go west, the path turns down south again.
I don't like this.
I have to adjust my map as I'm going.
What's that?
So I have to keep adjusting my map as I'm going.
Oh, yeah. All
Yes,
right,
you
you
did.
notice the path turns back north.
I'm going to stop and have a listen and see if I hear anything echoing down the hallways.
Do you
Sure,
hear anything, sister?
give me an investigation.
Investigation or perception?
Either or. You hear the echoes of the caverns of everybody moving about as you move down this path that bends back north, but you don't hear anything ahead.
God damn it, Armin, be more quiet.
He has quiet armor on now. It's mithril.
Yes, but I imagine you're being loud otherwise.
As you peek around the northern end, you see a brazier lit, giving off light, which, if we were on dynamic lighting, it would give you a little bit more to look at. But yeah. You see the path continues northwards and upwards.
Sean, don't forget to keep drawing things.
Oops. That's the
How far out how far is your vision? One smoking? Like 60 feet or something because you're an elf.
60, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me reveal to you 60 feet. That is hiding areas I want to reveal. You see up, and you see that it opens up into a room. You see something at the very edge of your vision. Actually, you should be able to also see all of this.
Oh, these rooms connect.
Oh, look. It's the big dragons.
Hmm.
All right, boys and girls, we found the big dragons again.
Well,
So that tells you that this path loops back to the same room.
Those soldiers dead,
Do we-
and these dragons
we-
are taking a lunch nap or a post-lunch nap.
Off in the distance, Vaping just kind of sees the dragons kind of milling and moving about.
They're moving. I think we need to attack. Says Armin. Smoking or Vaping wouldn't say that.
I feel like we're tied down to attacking now.
I don't think we have a choice.
Is there any other way forward?
There is one other path that you haven't taken yet.
Path to the east.
Mm-hmm.
The one through the water?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back and investigate that path.
Yeah, those are dirty.
Or we could take on a bunch of adult dragons.
I think
No.
we should kill the dragons. We're here to kill dragons.
Dragons.
Are the dragons big enough to follow through this pathway?
Yes.
Or I mean, they're not too big to come through the pathway.
They can they're big enough. They're not quite big enough, but they can
Fit
come
through.
down this hallway. Yeah.
They got here somehow.
Well, for all we know, on the other side of this giant, chamber they're in, there could be a huge cave entrance or hole in the ceiling. Just saying.
Here's what
That
I
is
think.
a fair point.
Would we have an advantage if all of the dragons tried to pile through this tunnel?
You'd bottleneck them for sure. But think about that. You're letting a blue dragon into a narrow corridor with people standing in it. What can a blue
Whoop.
dragon do?
What if we could bottleneck them as a trick and flank them?
I like that. Let's do that.
How
Oh,
would you
sorry, we
flank?
could distract them.
How would
And
you
then-
flank them?
So we get somebody or a couple somebodies to commit to getting them into this path while the rest of the party is making their way back around. So the object is to get them trapped into this tunnel.
Yeah.
And most of our forces come up from behind them and attack.
Now, there is more than one dragon.
There's like
Yeah,
three,
there's
isn't
like
there?
3 or 4. I think there are 4. So
That is what you saw.
So
um,
So we send, I think Istival and Armin stay up front and tank, and everyone else goes back around. And maybe we leave someone behind to like range attack from a distance.
That would be probably
But before we do
smoking.
that, why don't
okay.
we have someone go scout out this last path just so we can see what's that way?
The
To
water
the
path?
east, that's going to be a huge path. I have a feeling.
Are you talking about the water path?
Yeah.
That's like, I don't feel like that's a scout committing thing. I think if we're going to go that way, it's such a treacherous path that we just need to go that way. Like, we can't breathe underwater.
How deep is the water?
Well, you didn't look.
Just saying, maybe we ought to investigate that last path before we take on such a overwhelming enemy. Not that we couldn't take them. I think that we could rig up some fancy shit where we could collapse the tunnel on them and bottleneck them. Maybe some delayed fireballs. Does anybody have that?
Anyone
Well,
can
not
delay a
delay.
fireball.
Yeah, delayed fireballs. You just have them like hovering in the hallway right there, and then boom.
I've got a great image of my mind, or in my mind of this, and I love it, and we should do it. Like, prep fireballs and just leave them in stasis, and then as soon as combat starts, both our wizards just like flick them.
Just kind of
I don't think it works that way.
Can it work
Every
that
ro-
way?
every round that you leave a fireball, a delayed fireball going, it gains 1d6 damage.
Perfect.
Okay, so every round. What if we just sat there for a minute and waited for him to charge up, and then initiated combat?
I mean,
That's what, 6 rounds? Or is it more than
that's
that?
10. That's 10 rounds.
Mhm.
I feel like 16d6 or d8s or whatever would be an incredible amount of damage, especially if we had both our casters do it.
True. Do both of our casters know it?
We have 3 wizards now, don't we?
I'm not talking about Hafen. I'm more or less talking about.
Well, we know Davril
Oh.
has it.
Are you sure?
Yolanda has fireball, but I don't think I have a way to
Why?
delay it.
I don't
Why
have
is that a
fireball.
thing?
The
Because I'm a sorceress.
the
Well-
regular fireballs can just come in afterward. I was just saying as an example, like we could set a trap in one of these corridors.
Davril does not have delayed fireball.
Oh wait, I don't have fireball. I have a burning.
I assumed
hands.
that fireball and delayed fireball were the same thing. Is delayed fireball a
not.
separate spell?
Yeah, it's like a level 6 spell.
Now
It's
the
level 6 or level 7, whereas fireball is level 3.
The blue dragons are lightning, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to do a little more scouting before you do surprise rounds, because you never know.
Yeah, we don't know if those will succeed
Yeah,
or
let's
not.
go investigate this long hallway.
How about we leave someone behind to watch the dragons,
They don't know
Okay.
we're here yet.
and we want to know if they leave.
I'll stay behind and watch them. I have
How?
dark vision.
But can you communicate with the party?
I sure can.
Does anyone other than Armin know sending?
I think just Armin.
Okay, let's leave our healer behind and go investigate something.
Why is why are we watching the dragons that aren't moving though?
I feel like having eyes on them isn't a bad thing. I'm not sure what they would do, but I'm not sure what they wouldn't do. Like if alarms go up, then we're gonna see movement on their end, and we're gonna know that they know we're here.
One of the dragons moves close to the mouth.
You think it can see us?
If it can, we're stepping back. Place my guys are. How? What is Hafen? How do dragons sense us?
How do they sense us? That is a good question.
Are they like a visual thing, or do they sniff real good? Feel free to make something up on the spot that's very helpful for us.
Well, I mean, thankfully, most dragons, once they grow big enough, we aren't enough to give off, unless there's a bunch of us, enough of an odor. But we do give off an odor.
There is a bunch of us.
But it's still, if they're sleeping, you can kind of creep on them. Just don't. Once you get near their goal, that's where they kind of get that sixth sense about knowing we're about to trounce on them.
Do you want to take on such a hard battle so early into the dragon's lair? Is my question to you.
How deep is the water over here?
Sir Isval has disappeared from the entire party.
Roll me an investigation.
If you fail
Yeah.
this investigation, you fall in the water and drown, and there is no one to save you.
The
Abe
water
looks
here.
around
The,
and says, "Where's Sir Istobal?"
the water flowing in is about 1.5 feet deep.
So not too deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a tentative couple of steps in. What happens? Anything?
Can you even see what you're doing?
He
Yeah.
can.
Oh, okay. I did reveal that portion.
I can
Okay.
see up till right here.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm just gonna generally step into the water. Anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
My feet didn't melt.
No, you're just a little wet now.
All right, I'm gonna get up to about right here.
Sure.
No
What's
one
your-
catch
what-
up with him. He's done this to himself.
We don't know where he is or what he's doing, so if he gets attacked.
I left a note scratched on the wall. It says, "I'm scout
No.
Well,
soon," right here. I scratched it with the edge of my hammer,
roll me a d20.
the back of my warhammer. That didn't work.
You totally didn't do that. You just disappeared. Hang on, I have to measure how far you can see.
I'm gonna measure how soon he's going to die on the solo adventure. I kind of imagine the rest of the party is back behind, arguing about whether we should attack the dragons or scout the water path.
Mhm.
And then Sir Istval heard scout the water path and just went and did it.
He took the initiative
Wah,
to
wah.
go back. Investigate.
You see the water continue down. The further it goes into the dungeon or the lair, the deeper you see it get. So it's just kind of a gradient of it's getting deeper.
Is it shallower along the edges?
No, it's cut into the rock. So it's about where you're at. It's about 3 feet deep now.
Slowly been up the walk in though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just tell him when he gets to about neck height.
Where are you going to get to about?
I guess about right here. Just until it
Sure.
starts getting so deep that I can't walk anymore.
Okay. Let's see.
Once it becomes not safe, I will turn
From
back.
hang on. No, move your token back to where it was. Right there. Yeah. I got to reveal the area to you before you keep moving.
Dragons?
No, it's just I'm it's
A bridge.
all right. Where you're at, it's about at chest height now.
But there's a ledge to get up right here.
Yeah, if you can climb up it, it's about 5 feet up. So
Do you continue on ahead without us?
Is there any shore that I can see?
any shore? No, not from where you're at.
Any visible way to get up off out of the water?
From there, no. But you see the rock ledge over it that leads over the water,
All right.
and you see it leads down a path.
I'm running back.
Okay.
Aw,
He's sprinting.
underwater mostly. Water aerobics all the way back.
Yeah. He's winded at this point.
He's kind of geriatric, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's also got, dwarf belt and magic strength, so
Yeah,
kind of shit.
Don't know how that affects your cardio.
that's a good point.
Constitution.
All right. Do you report to the party what you saw?
I'm gonna report everything.
What the hell is wrong with you?
We
We have a party. We have rangers here who are meant to be scouting out, and you just decide you're gonna go traipsing around a dragon's lair?
But you didn't see the sign that I scratched into the wall.
You didn't scratch a sign.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I guess I must
Well-
have failed my my intelligence roll.
Aren't you the most intelligent person in the party?
No.
Definitely
I'm
not.
probably maybe the most
It's Davril by a long shot.
Well, barely counted him since he's sort of the DM too.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
well.
intelligence is like 20.
He saw Sarisfal walk off. He's like, that sounds like a good idea. And didn't say anything.
Well, not to worry. That path looks perfectly safe.
I feel like it was a coin toss whether he came back to us or not. And then we would
Yeah.
be just like, where did he go?
I wonder how long it would have been before we even noticed he was gone.
The next
He might have
combat,
floated downstream out into the giant pool.
Before you found the body, if you found it at all.
we would have engaged in combat with the dragons and then be like, wait, where's our heavy hitter?
So did we come to a decision on the dragons?
It sounds like we're going swimming.
Fine, let's go swimming.
I like swimming. I brought my
Yeah,
trunks.
I would say if we've already seen from the crush rubble that looked pretty new, that closed down one route, everything seems to be trying to funnel us into that room with 4 dragons. If we're going to fight this thing, the last thing we want to do is fight it on grounds that it determines. So I think Istoval might have a good idea of seeing where this other path goes for a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find an answer here.
I have a counter argument.
Okay.
I feel like we should fight these 4 dragons when we have all of our resources available to this.
I think that's a great idea. I think we're
Like-
probably going to end up having to fight the dragons at some point.
And do we want to fight it when no one has any more spells they can cast?
No, we don't want to do that.
Your argument is that we should go ahead and fight them now while we're still fresh.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
But
I
then
think
again,
it'd be
it
better
could
to
be
fight
12
them
more dragons.
early and then try and find a safe spot if we need to.
And think of all the dragon
Could
skin we can
always
use as a
treat, I
disguise.
suppose. All right, well, let's come up with a plan then.
I think the flanking plan was the best idea.
Yeah, we can have our maybe our casters circle around up to this side tunnel. We'll hope that the dragons are stupid enough to fall for that, and completely ignore the side tunnel there.
We need
As you-
someone with healing abilities on either side.
As you're deliberating, one of the blue dragons starts moving down the hallway.
Run!
No, this is an excellent chance to fight it on its own.
Yeah, we could just kind of tiptoe backwards and see how far it wanders down this way.
I let
Yeah,
out a
pick
cough.
them
and I
off one by
cast-
one.
If it can get it isolated, we could go ahead and take one out of the equation.
Okay, everyone creep down south and see if it keeps coming.
How about I
Yeah,
just
let's get around the bend and we'll watch it and see
let's
what it
kill
does.
it? Let's fight it. It's on its own. We got it on its. This is our terms right now.
We're trying to get it further away from the other ones, and it's not good for us to be bottlenecked. He shoots electricity.
Yeah,
but
just
the
let it
electricity
wander
is a
down the
line.
hall a little bit farther.
That's true.
It's not electrical
like it's-
flame.
Still not good for us to be bottled. Let's get it back into the open a little more.
Well, let's go back far enough to where when he rounds the corner, he doesn't see us. And have
Oh,
Can we hear the dragon coming up behind us?
hey you guys. Bad idea. We're flanked.
okay. So our presence is known, and there is one behind us. I say we charge behind us.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to at least fight the one behind us now.
Yeah, to the more open space. Let's go. Let's just go.
Do you want to just
Um,
try and charge and overwhelm the
no,
one
no,
in the single one?
Armin's gonna lead the way, and he's gonna charge forward against this one behind us.
All right. Roll me initiative. Actually, let me clear. Okay, initiative's cleared. All right.
So,
Cool.
so have you already attacked it?
No, I'm charging at it with my spell
Angrily
shield of.
charging at it? So there's
With
no
your-
room for me to try and do some diplomacy.
If you want to grab my shoulder and be like diplomacy first, then
Oops.
I mean, my charisma is pretty high. I could try and
Oops.
woo the dragon.
we are specifically here to murder dragons.
I'm gonna try and seduce the dragon because dragons can take human form. I'm gonna try and seduce it into taking human form. Can I do that?
No.
Thank you.
Oh, I probably wouldn't.
Thank you for that.
Just no.
Just no seducing the dragons. Okay. Wow, those were terrible.
Also, didn't Sir Istval see dragons decimate Daggerford?
He did, but he's one of those kind of guys. Oath of Redemption. Redemption.
Armin
dragons-
says,
They're
redeem
dragons,
this.
not humans.
Even dragons can be redeemed.
All right. Lead us off, Smokeen.
Okay, so smoking. It's gonna take 10 steps. Do I have a clear line of sight on him yet, or do I need to take pictures?
Let's say
I would.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, you could
Put
probably
it there.
from there, yes.
And then I'm gonna shoot him with my Scorpio poison.
All right.
Good call. Start out with the poison.
How we doing?
That is a hit.
Excuse me.
28.
For 28. Let me get on the right
Ignore me.
there. Oh, okay.
That was a 1d23 poison damage. Damn.
Yeah.
4.
And yet it rolls really low a lot. And then I'm going to go hide back behind here.
So you take your shot at the dragon. You hit him in the arm with your poison arrow, and he screams out as he is pierced.
So he lets out a mighty.
A mighty roar.
I'm sure the other
Taz.
Do something useful this time, Mr. Magic Man.
He's going to throw a spell at Mr. Dragon over there. Let's pull his character sheet up. His spells.
You know, if we hadn't been lollygagging so much, I could have used my crown of craziness to make him attack each other. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
be a humanoid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We thought about that last time we saw them.
He is going to cast Scorching Ray. Get my dice out for that.
Scorching Bray.
Scorching Bray. Two of as he fires his Scorching Ray, he blasts his hands. Bam, bam, bam. Two of them hit the wall before they can reach, but the last one strikes the blue dragon straight on, and he takes a whole 8 fire damage. Taz has used all his movement, so it is now Vapine.
Who is in such a shitty position that nothing is going to work out for him. Like, literally nothing he can do to get advantage currently. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I can't even get close enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is I think this is the thing I can do.
What's up?
Oh, I can't. There's not a way to spin an action to be like prepare myself to dodge or something, is there?
That's a reaction, right?
Is it? I
Or
know
is
you can only use your reaction a certain way, but I don't think there's like a special action type you can take to prepare yourself.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but off the top of my head, I don't believe so.
Oh, I have cunning action anyway. I can use my bonus action to dash. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm writing on him. Use my bonus action. He hasn't had a turn in combat, so I have advantage on him for sneak attack. I shall wang. 29.
29 hits.
28 damage.
28 whole
I don't
damage.
have my bonus action anymore, so I can't use my offhand. And that is his turn. He runs screaming at this dragon. I will murder you! That's it.
All right. Hafen,
Okay.
as the party, migrates around the corner, everybody tracking of the dragons they saw coming down the corridor from the north side.
Mm-hmm.
No one has line of sight there.
Be right back.
I am going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30.
Okay.
Move to here. Yeah, I've got a line on that. I'm going to cast Ice Storm, and I'm going to spend a sorcery point to make it a careful spell so that it doesn't hit
VP.
Vapine.
Okay.
That's a good call. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Ice Storm. What does Ice Storm do? I have Ice
Murders.
Storm.
It murders dragons.
20-foot radius. So
Is that close enough to hit the dragon?
if he drops it on the dragon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And technically, I can protect with a sorcery point. I can protect up to. Hang on, let me go back to that.
Yeah.
Think about who's going to run into melee.
It's a dex save of 16. Pretty good. All right.
Up to my charisma up to my charisma modifier.
Well, the dragon fails, so roll your damage. Please don't tell me it's just that 7.
That can't be right.
That doesn't sound right at all. Not for a level 6 spell. Hang on. You are going to roll 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a fail save. So go ahead and roll those. We won't count that roll.
Why'd you only roll 2d6?
What is 2d6? Why?
I don't know, but roll 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold. It is so the 20-foot radius is now difficult terrain until the end of the next round.
Well, I'm glad I'm in range.
Or I'm sorry, until Hafen's next turn. So for an entire round, starting with Hafen, 20-foot radius around the dragon. So he takes 23 damage.
And I can protect up to 3 people. So vaping. Let me see. Hang on. Let me see how that works. I don't know if they have to be in the area when it.
Well, you dropped it, so think of it this way. It's like how Sculpt Spell works for a wizard. So you dropped it on the dragon. The only person in range when you dropped it is Vapine, so he would normally you'd have to do the save for it as well, but if you're going to do your sorcery point for a careful spell, that means he automatically passes and takes no damage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's fine. Nobody else has to do any rolls because he was the only one in the area of effect when it went off. But now that you've used this spell specifically until the end of your next turn, all of the pathways there are difficult terrain.
Okay. And hang on,
And you cast this at level 4, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm rereading Careful Spell.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vapine.
No.
It says when you cast a spell that forces other creatures to make a saving throw, you can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. To do so, you spend 1 sorcery point, choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier. A chosen creature automatically succeeds on its saving throw.
Yeah.
So fine.
So you succeeded. So Vapine's bullshit should make him take no damage.
Yes.
Oh,
So you're
okay,
fine.
okay.
I take no
Because
damage.
like there
from
is still
bullshit.
like if you save, you take half damage.
Nope.
Right. Yeah. That's how a lot of stuff goes with those saves.
Okay.
So yeah. In any case, whenever you use that in the future, if Vapine or Yolanda are in range, they automatically pass. Or when they pass, they automatically take no damage.
They
So,
take no damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Yolanda at? Oh damn.
She's somewhere.
Yeah, she's way
Okay.
back there.
Well, have you do anything else?
No.
Armin, you are up.
Okay. We still have those dragons bearing down on us from the rear. So Armin is going to go back and cover the rear.
Okay.
He'll do 1, 2, and when he's right there, I'm going to use my
Yeah.
bonus action to cast a spell on Sir Isteval.
Very nice.
And I think you're going to like it. Holy Weapon. So you do an extra 2/8 radiant damage on hit.
Nice.
So you are now
Legit.
more broken than you were before.
Oh, read that bonus action paragraph as well, Jeff.
Dismiss and cause it to emit a burst of radiance. Blinded.
So you can kind of just do a 48 radiant AoE as a kind of last resort thing.
Sweet.
Hopefully you don't need to do a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of really hoping that stacking all of your dice roll is going to kill that dragon. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see the dragon from like right here?
What's
Or can
your
I s-
view? What's your? Is it just 30 feet?
It's whatever stupid humans are in caves.
Okay, so you can see
But
up
there's
to
a
about
brazier.
there. Yeah, that'll give us a little bit more. Let me reveal the area to you, so you see up to this far.
And I don't see any dragons.
Am I reading that right? That's a level 5 spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Davril, it is your turn. Davril sees what Armin is doing, and he is going to join, and he is going to ready a fireball, but hold his action.
I appreciate the backup. Cheers.
Yeah. It is now the Blue Dragon's turn. Mr. Blue Dragon is going to... It's going to take a bite at Vapine.
Well,
Because Vapine's right there, and he
he deserves
going
it.
He misses with the bite. He bites at open air as Vapine deftly dodges.
He does a backflip because that's what he
As
does.
he's doing the backflip, the dragon comes around with a tail strike.
And puts him
I'm
on
sorry,
the ground.
not a tail strike, a claw strike.
Okay.
And
Spikes him.
spikes him. Vapine takes a whole 20 damage plus 7 lightning damage, so 27 damage total.
Oh Jesus.
The dragon is going to move past Vapine and come up on Hafen.
Oh damn. What was? I had 75.
And he's going to take a bite attack at Hafen, but misses as Hafen ducks out of the way just at the last second.
Ah,
That is the blue dragon's turn. Yolanda, you are up.
Armin will shout out to go take care of.
25, 35. I'm just gonna go fight him.
Do it. Kill him.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it twice.
Gonna hit him.
Double tap.
Where's my-
Is it possible for you to get out of range afterwards?
Why is it not showing my feather staff? That's weird.
Did it disappear off your character sheet?
Yeah.
So it's a regular quarterstaff, but when you two-hand it, you get an extra.
Oh, wait.
6.
Here it is. I found it.
Yeah. Okay.
For some reason, my dumbass was looking at my inventory and not my attacks.
Oh, I see. A 26 does hit for
And
11 damage.
attack.
Who would have thunk it?
23 hits for an additional 15 damage.
And hit.
22 hits for 13 more damage.
And a hit.
Okay.
All right, you move up on this blue dragon and you just start throttling it in the head with your feather staff. Just kind of spinning and striking and doing everything all cool like. You smack it 4 times, connecting with all of your hits, rattling the dragon thusly.
That was
And then-
56 damage total.
Running
Yeah.
away to here.
All right, Sir Eastaval.
Sir Eastavald is ready to make good use of that holy weapon. Can I go around the side? Like
Nope.
no. Okay. So
I know what
Warhammer's out, activated. 15.
15 misses. You strike at it, and he backs up as you swipe at open air in front of you.
Hmm.
You take a step forward to strike again, and it dodges back again, missing both strikes.
Well, that's encouraging. That's it.
All right, D, top of the round.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to read something and it's. All right, I'm gonna shoot with my Scorpio of Poison, winching it back as far as I can, which means it's gonna be a -5 to attack.
Okay.
But hopefully a bunch of shit if I actually hit it.
So a 20 hits.
Okay, so for the damage, come on.
It's going to be crazy, right?
Well, I
There we go.
definitely know.
Okay, so we add 5 to piercing and 8 to poison, so 25, 30, 33 damage. And then,
Anything additional on top of that?
okay, I just had to check to make sure the bowstring didn't break.
Oh, sure. So 33 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I meant to move out here and shoot and then move back. So I'll just,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. As you let, was it just one? It's one shot, right?
yeah, you only get one.
Okay. As you rear back your shot, you let it fly 3, and it pierces into the dragon's chest. this poison the dragon, or is that just extra damage?
It says poison damage. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about it being a lasting effect, though.
Okay, I should look up poison damage just for future reference. Okay, so it
Wait,
pierces.
38.
Type. It is literally just a damage type.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's direct damage, poison damage.
So
It's 38 damage. I did my
it
math.
manages to pierce between the dragon's mighty scales and gets stuck in its chest. And he lets out a roar as he breaks the arrow off inside of his own chest. And that was 33?
38.
Oh, 38 damage?
Yeah.
As he is scrambling to pull the arrow out, he lodges it further into his own chest. And he stumbles forward and collapses, dead.
Yeah.
So these dragons are pretty weak then.
I wouldn't say they were
I
weak.
no, no. I
We used
mean,
a lot of big guns were used. Now, while we're still in combat, let's charge back and take out the other two before that.
Combat
Holy-
is now over.
Hold on, how long is Holy Weapon last?
1 hour.
All right. I
6
think-
whole seconds have passed.
Let's charge. I want to take advantage of this goddamn spell.
You want to run into a room of dragons, is what you're telling me.
Yes. We know there's only 2 to 3 left.
What do you mean only?
Do we know if the dragons behind us have heard this scuffling?
that one was coming down the hallway anyway. So
Yeah, but they could have just been patrolling. We don't know that they actually heard us.
That's true.
And to be fair, this could be another dragon, not part of the pack that was in the room.
Who
That's
can
also
go
true.
scout out ahead real quick for us? Who's best equipped to do that?
Let's go scout back the way you guys were looking before.
Yeah.
either our ranger or
Either
sneaky.
Vapine or Smokeen's probably the best people, right?
I'll have to climb over an entire dragon to do this, so go ahead.
She's going.
All right.
Vapine
When you
is-
get up to the edge of light, you're gonna have to start making stealth checks for me.
Where's the edge of light? Like up where it gets dark?
Yeah. Sorry. Because that's as far as the brazier. Yeah, the brazier. All right. So
Stealth check. Not great.
right. Let me reveal how far you got a full 60 on that. So
While she's scouting, Hafen's gonna relieve himself on the dead blue dragon.
Because
okay.
why not?
So when you hid behind that, I wish I could do a free. It only lets me do it in blocks, I think.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you have it.
reveal. Oh, polygon reveal. Hey, I like
Yeah.
that. So you see that. You saw one dragon.
okay, the one dragon's not in the tunnel anymore, you guys.
Let me also.
No one's here with me. Don't know who I'm talking to.
Armin sidles up behind you.
You're talking to yourself.
Hey, Smokade, what are you talking about really loudly?
Shut up! He's back in the tunnel, or he's back in the room, which means the others are probably back in the room.
There's a dragon over there? What?
Just smack him upside the head.
So you see one dragon up ahead. Do you want to move any further closer?
Yeah, sure. I'll move.
If
to
you want to move up,
here.
okay. I was gonna say if you're gonna move up there, give me another sneak check.
Try it.
Just don't roll a one.
Stealth. Hey!
All right, you successfully moved up there. They don't notice. Let's see.
In fact, one of them dies instantly.
Dragon implodes.
Okay, let me do another reveal for you.
Yeah, one of them is so convinced that you're not really there that it becomes aware of its own loneliness. Eyes of depression.
Is this Battlestar Galactica now?
I
The
have a-
mournful dragon.
I have a concern. One
wait,
of those dragons' friends just wandered off in a back tunnel to die to our hands. I wonder how long they're gonna wait to find out, hey, where'd our buddy go? They probably keep better track of their friends than we did, first of all. Oh, there's 4 in there.
Where's Thram Draxaz? Where's he been? Anybody seen him?
Oh no, that's 5. There's 5 of them.
Oh, there's 5 in there. Yeah, that's a 5er.
Mm. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
So let's not go charging headlong into. I wonder how we can get one of them at a time. We can handle one at a time.
So, I mean, as you're talking there, one comes into your range of sight.
Is this like the
There's
fifth tunnel? And they're just like relieving themselves over here.
Seems to be a lot of dragons hanging out in this room.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we're not going to.
so there's 6.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Armin walks away.
Yep.
He walks back to the party shaking his head. Nope.
So, Istaval's plan.
So Istaval's plan is that we proceed back the way we were going to the water tunnel and get away from
Yeah,
these dragons.
I'm thinking that's probably a good idea.
I think best case scenario, we still have the element of surprise, but we're still facing several adult dragons. Worst case scenario is that they know that we're here and they're toying with us at this point.
Yeah. Either way, we can't rush into 6 dragons head on. We might as well explore around and find something.
That was probably the weak dragon. They offered him up as like
Yeah, the dummy. I just need the dummy to go check. I'm fine with trying somewhere else to see if we can find a different solution.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Let's go to the water.
It's time for an adventure.
Oh no, I can't see.
Okay. It's also hard to move them as a block, so I'm just going to move my people. You can't move them as in a block around the lighting
Oops.
Oh yeah.
through the walls. You got to kind of dodge around it. In the mirror.
I'm hearing a lot of.
Uh-oh.
I'm hearing a lot. There you go.
Whoops. All right.
that is funny.
Okay. Congratulations, you've killed your first dragon of the lair.
I definitely harvested a number of scales from that dragon.
Sure. All right. Roll me a d20. You successfully pulled 10 scales off.
Sweet. How much do you think those weigh?
About a pound each.
Okay.
Just throw them in your bag of holding, and that way it won't matter. All right. The party is now in front of the cave river that's flowing in from the waterfall outside. As Sir Istaval let the party know earlier, I'm sure, it's only about 1.5 feet deep from where you're at now, but it gets deeper the further you go in.
Yes.
I'm giving Vapine a pick-me-up.
Okay.
A little pick me up.
I don't have water walking anymore, guys.
It's
We're going-
fine. It's only 1.5 feet deep.
But
Can
we
you
don't
not
get to
swim?
be balling.
It's like Robin Hood in tights. He steps in and immediately falls down. I can't swim.
Vapine shouts out to Sir Istval, "This is how you scout. You let the elf do it."
There's one random block of blackness in front of me, and it makes me nervous.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Let's
I'll show you what
let's
that
get rid
is.
of that. Wow.
There's also some tunnels over here.
Isn't that where we came in from? Over here?
No, you came in from the big room that you just came out of. So over
Oh.
here. like where all the other tokens are. That was the start room. So
Check out this little tunnel over here.
you want to go in there? Okay.
I'll stand on the little island drying myself off.
Let me reveal the area to you. You see all. Oh, that's hiding the area.
We see treasure.
A sudden blackness overtakes you. All right, you see the path that leads over to the east and leads up around a corner. But as you're standing there, oops. I want
God, those soldiers are so fucking dead.
a bunch of creatures drop down on the ground around you.
Oh no!
Oh
Weird zombie
no!
things.
Vapine would see this and would yell out to the party, "We need backup!"
Were we
Roll
following
for
behind her, or
initiative.
we were all-
Well,
or-
I will assume that you guys were following behind.
Okay,
Oops.
because that was kind of what I was.
Yeah, I'm assuming that if Smoking's leading off, you guys are like right behind her. But
Yeah.
it's easier if you got miniatures. It's harder when it's tokens like this. So
Fair enough.
we'll move.
Someday we'll play on-site D&D.
You're not gonna make us waste a round over trying to catch up.
Yeah, no. Where's the fun in that?
I'm off on the weekends now, but I can't leave every 2 weeks. So y'all should come down and visit.
We could do that one weekend. I mean, you're real close to her, right, Brett?
Yeah, I can literally walk to her house.
Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
we should plan for that at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's 3 of us that live up in Woodstock.
Well, aren't you in Ringgold right now?
No, you shut your mouth.
Where is Gringold?
It's Ringgold. It's like
It's right south of Chattanooga.
Oh,
So
you're
it's
right.
like a population of like 15 people.
it's a backwater
Half
hamlet.
of them live here.
Yeah. Okay.
Think the hills have eyes. Only
It's
Georgia.
not that. It's not really that bad. I've seen.
Wow. Look,
There are worse places in Georgia.
I got to learn to clear initiative every time.
And yeah, Sean, 3 of y'all live up here there, which means it's super easy to carpool.
Yeah.
D rolled a 19, so that one goes away. We'll take the Taz out. We'll take you out. Who rolled the 25
I
Sean.
did.
for vaping, and then
Yeah,
18
that's
for Armin?
definitely
Okay, I'm
vaping.
just trying to make sure that these are all good rolls.
Yeah,
21,
Armin
22.
couldn't roll a 25. He's physically
Eastaval
incapable.
Eastaval rolled a 2. Is that right?
I rolled a 16.
16. So we'll fix your token for 16.
The 2 was from last combat,
Okay.
and I didn't roll because I thought you were clearing it out.
Oh yeah. Thanks for that. I need to really.
I didn't want to
Clear
jack
it.
you up.
Yeah. All right. And all right. Vaping gets to lead us off.
Miracles happen.
Miracles do happen.
He flips through the air, saving his sister.
Hathan got 11. I don't know how that
All
came
right.
up. 15.
Continue vaping.
Yep. I take 2 steps forward and I stab at it with my. That is Armin's character sheet.
Hmm.
Short sword of stabby stab.
Short
Crit.
store. Yep. Crit 31.
That number.
That big number. Let's do the
Whatever.
math on that, right? You did a whole 54 damage in that one strike. The little stalactite-looking creature in front of you, as soon as it drops down to the ground, you run up on it and you just slash at it, and it immediately goes into 2 pieces.
Did it? It's okay. It's not 2 worms now. That's good to know.
No,
And I will take a step.
you eviscerated it.
I will take a step forward and I will swing my offhand at it for 22.
22 hits.
For ignore the sneak damage because I can't sneak twice. 6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage. All right. You come up and you stab the second one, and you leave a pretty good sized gash in it because they're kind of small creatures.
And
They're
I say, You don't want us to collect
Wigglers.
one of these, do you? You don't want a pet slug?
No, kill it.
All right, it is the little slug creature looking's turn.
Looking things.
Wigglers.
It does a little wiggling action at you, Vapine.
No wiggling.
Absolutely hitting you. And you take 6 damage.
It
piercing.
stings. It stings so bad. Wait,
The
piercing?
other one moves. Yeah, piercing. The other one moves up and makes some tail waggling at Smokine. And hits. Smokine takes a whole 1 piercing damage.
Oh,
And then
ow.
final, yeah, ow. It slaps you and stings a little bit on the wrist.
Oh,
The
no.
other one closes the gap and takes another tail waggling action at Smokine, hitting, taking yet stings you in the other wrist with its tail for another 1 damage. 2 damage total.
Oh no, I'm at 100 hit points.
Oh,
What will I
no.
ever do?
Yolanda is up. It's a pretty crowded hallway. What is Yolanda gonna do?
I don't get a lot of very many melee things, so
Fireball.
fireball. I am gonna. If I could despawn it.
You could what?
So I wonder if I could despawn it.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's not friendly. So
Oh.
I'll just hit it with my sword, which is like the only thing.
Couldn't you be spawned it though?
Yolanda's gonna hit it. Yolanda has a.
No. Oh, we're on Yolanda? I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought we were
yeah.
on, I wasn't looking. Never mind. She's gonna
Yeah.
run up.
Wait, where is your? You're not on the list.
Me?
No. Smokine.
That's weird. Yeah.
I thought you were. You had like a 20.
21 was a Yolanda and 19 was smoking.
You had a 21. So these things still went before you, but we'll put you back in. We'll put you back in at 21.
Okay.
So yeah, it is. Sorry, it is Smokine's
Yeah.
turn. For some reason, you
No,
disappeared.
it's Yolanda had the 21. Smokine had the 19, and for some reason she's not on the list.
Okay.
I think it's getting confused with me doing 2 at a time.
Probably. Let's just do that. You had a. This is 21. You had a 19. Yeah.
She's gonna jump twice on this one right here.
Okay.
Squish it beneath her little. Actually, I'm gonna hit with my stick because I can't. First
Yeah.
hit,
For 15.
14. Yeah.
14. All right. You smack it with your staff, and you know it squishes and explodes, and it dies.
Aw.
Boom.
And then I'll step on top of it and I'll squish this one right here.
Poor little Wiggler.
Poor little Wiggler. 25 for
17.
17 damage. You smack that one, and you leave a bruise in the side of it. But it still seems to be moving, albeit not very well now.
Still wiggling.
Still wiggling.
And then I'm guessing it's Smokine's turn.
Yeah.
She's going to hit that same little wiggly guy
Same little wiggly dude.
with the long sword
23 absolutely hits.
for 10.
10 damage. All right. You hit it with your broadsword, and you, like Vapine, slice it in half. It is now dead.
And that's all she can do. She's not good at melee.
Armin,
There's one little guy left.
one little guy left.
I'll go over here and I'll cast Sacred Flame.
DC 16.
Yep.
Absolute failure, but not a crit one. 14 damage.
Yep.
Does anybody else get hit by that?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right, you basically immolate this little guy. He's wiggling. He's wiggling while he's on fire, but he's still kicking.
Wait, he's still alive?
Still alive.
That's disappointing. But that's my turn.
All right, East of all. You've got your hammer with your radiant damage. Make use of it.
I'm gonna charge forward and stand in the body of that other one.
Yeah, his guts are on your boots now.
12.
Does a 12 hit? A 12 hits.
11 plus 5, and then
48 radiant.
is it 4? No, it's 2d8.
Was it 2D? Oh no, that's right. If you do the burst, it's 48.
How is the Wiggler looking after that strike?
You bring your hammer down on it, and its guts explode in all directions as it dies. You splatter Smokine, Yolanda, and yourself with these little wiggly guts.
In Wiggler goop.
Combat is now over, and I will clear the turn order.
I Gallaghered it.
You did. It just went everywhere.
Ew.
I snapped my suspenders right after I did it.
Smoking looks around and goes, well, that was mildly inconvenient.
How far can you see up this path? That's right. You can see to
So
about.
right
okay.
here.
Yeah. The little wiggling things that fell from the ceiling and mildly inconvenienced the party. Smoking looks and sees a path that leads to the north.
I'm gonna look at the ceiling and see if there's any more little gross things on the ceiling.
Wigglers.
You notice just regular stalactites and stuff.
Okay. Moving forward.
You see this big room and you see a path that continues to the east.
To the east.
To the east.
Somebody drag Yolanda around for me, please.
I'm revealing, so I'm not on. All right, yeah. So as you continue that way, you see kind of a dead end on the north side, a pillar in the middle of the room, and on the south side, or not the south side, but the southeast side of the pillar, you notice that the path starts to get a little webby. You see webbing along the floor.
Hey, somebody, set fire to this web.
Sir, used to all wait.
Vaping, did you just push me out of the way?
I have Firebolt as a cantrip, so I'll do that.
Sure.
Okay.
I was gonna just wave my warhammer that's on fire, but that's cool. You do that too.
That's cool
We'll do it
too.
at the same time. We'll do it at the same time.
All right, so Hafen walks up and firebolts the ground.
Yes.
All right, all of the webbing just burns and burns, and it turns into dangerous terrain as it burns
For a minute.
for a minute, and then it goes out.
So don't run through the flaming cobwebs.
That would probably not be a good idea. As Yolanda moves around, she sees that the webbing that has burned, more webbing continues on, and she notices a creature down at
That
the
looks
south
like
end.
a weird centipede thing.
I bet it's intelligent. We should try to talk to it.
As Yolanda comes around the corner, it immediately rushes up on the party. Skitters up. Roll for initiative.
Wait, friend, wait. Stop, no.
14, got a 7. Showed up. Yolanda got a 9.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
I have so many character sheets open.
Gotta track them all.
Gotta track them all. I need to keep Ataz and Davril on the field at all times. All right, let's go. Ataz gets to lead us off this time. Ataz is going to be standing behind Hafen, and he's going to be like, "Hey, what's going on up there?" And he doesn't do anything. East of all, you see the spider skitter up on you extremely fast. What is your action against that spider?
Is it actually a spider or a centipede?
I've been muted this
It's
whole
a giant
damn time.
spider. It's a big ass spider. It's bigger than you.
Does it
Does
look
it
like
look like-
Alejandro?
No, Alejandro was like a craw, like a crustacean.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just
this
making sure
guy
there's
kind
not-
of like, does he have human flesh instead of like chitin?
No, it's a big spider. It's a gargantuan looking spider.
Okay. Well, Warhammer's on fire. Can swing.
A 26 absolutely hits. 17 plus another 12. As the spider comes skittering up on Smoking and Eastival steps out and brings down the hammer with a mighty swing, crushing the exoskeleton of the spider and killing it in one blow.
Oh. So it wasn't a big giant spider.
No, it was a giant spider. It was bigger than you. You just got it good.
I feel like initiative was pointless.
So Ishval kind of looks at his hammer and is like, huh,
Are we still in combat?
No, you're not.
huh. How about that?
Let's go check out the spider web.
Yeah, but there's all sorts of loot.
I bet there is.
There is.
As we leave the scouts behind.
You notice on the ground as you get up, it is now difficult terrain.
There's all the
And
webs.
there's just human bones scattered about. Human bones and bones of dragon men and other creatures and so on and so forth.
Well, they are bones, and they probably have the loot on them, so let's search for loot.
Quick,
You find no loot among these bones.
crack the bones open. It could be inside.
Suck the marrow out.
We found lots of supplies for some, like, skeletal xylophone.
Yeah. All right. Does the party continue forward?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds because I just realized what was missing for some reason from my character sheet that wasn't showing all. I can get up to 3 attacks if there's multiple enemies.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
doing that.
All right, as Vapine, from where Vapine is standing and Smoking. I can see it opens up into a bigger room. The walls, everything in here still looks glassed, like it was done by the Dragon's Breath. As Vapine moves forward, however, he sees something.
Dragon Man. Multiple dragon.
Multiple? I see one, maybe a brazier.
Look, maybe it's Brazier. I just saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what it is. It's giving off light, so you see a second one up here as well. And the light gives off, about that much. So,
There's multiple dragon men.
well, you only see one.
So, from what we know about dragon men, they are specifically humans that have given themselves up to dragons? Or are they also elves?
So they're either they've either given themselves up or they are an unholy abomination of a human and a dragon.
They are only humans, right? They're not elves or dwarves. Or...
I don't think it counts for my special stuff for humans.
I just want to know how I should feel about these humans who have given up their souls, basically.
Oh, right. Also, from where Vapine is standing, he sees that.
That's how you should feel about them.
That's what Hafen would say. Yeah.
I mean,
Time
stupid humans
for
doing
a
stupid human
discreet
stuff.
fireball.
So you see two dragon men vaping off in the distance of the room.
I don't think I could sneak that far out in the middle of a corridor in the light,
Yeah.
but I will try.
I mean, You can try.
Are they facing away?
They're looking in your direction. They can't see you though, as far as you're aware.
They're blind.
You're past the doorway, so the light kind of gives out.
Okay.
So most likely, as soon as you enter that room, they will see you.
Armin has a clever idea.
Sure. What's your Armin's clever idea?
I think myself and Istival should act like we're here to join the dragons.
Why, that's an excellent idea.
And you can use your
Charisma.
bullshittery to convince them of that. And I'll just stand there and smile and look stupid, as I do.
Oh, if you want to try that, I am all up for it.
Do some monkey shines.
Yeah. And and as soon as things go sour, Smokey, just put some arrows in them.
Yeah, just start the killing.
It's like, let's set up a mage volley over here, and as soon as one of us gives the signal, we incinerate one
Yeah.
of the dragon men.
Davil suggests I can just start launching fireballs.
Maybe not fireballs. We're gonna be right there.
Well,
Oh, wait.
remember,
You got that thing.
I got that thing.
Maybe fireballs.
It's my wizard's bullshit.
Okay. Maybe that isn't a bad idea.
All right, just as a warning, we have about half an hour left since D has to leave at 10. So,
Well, if this dissolves into combat, it's probably time to call it a night.
I'm sorry.
When this dissolves into combat. Sorry, I
Sure.
said if to begin with. When.
Oh yeah, when. So yeah, I mean that's totally fine. We can call it just a touch early if that's if that ends up happening. I mean, there's two of them. The party's taken on 4, and there's double the amount of you now.
Right. I'm not concerned about that. I would like to get intel though. Let's go, Isty. Let's do this. Let's walk in like we own the place.
All right.
Look, if you manage to do this without getting us in contact, I will be amazed. In combat, I will be amazed.
Maybe we'll roll good dice.
So go ahead and just walk into the room.
Wait. One thing first. I have a spell that I can cast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bless us. Well,
No. I was gonna bless us because it doesn't cost me a spell slot to do so.
you can cast bless without using a spell slot.
I have one of those per day.
Well, that's fancy.
But it's only attack rolls or saving throws, so it's not gonna help us in this.
I mean,
So
attack
onward.
rolls.
Well, hopefully we're not gonna fight. Right?
But we know we're gonna fight.
But hopefully we're not going to, and I'll use it as a bonus action. So let's walk in, hail and well met, blah blah blah.
Well, you gave your calling card.
Hail and well met, Fred.
Hello, well met guy.
So, see, as you walk into the room, the rest of the room is revealed to Armin and Sir Eastaval.
And we see 8 more dragon men.
Hundreds of dragon men.
Thousands.
Well, there's only 4.
They start just
Uh,
dropping from the ceiling.
Right? They just from every direction. As you walk into the room, the 2 dragon men immediately lock onto you, and they're just like, who are you? What are you doing here?
Mr. Charisma, do you want to do this, or you want me to talk?
We have heard of the strength and wisdom of the dragon that resides here and hope to join forces with... Do we know if it's a him or a her?
You don't.
With the
Hope to
magnificent
join the
beast.
forces of the dragon army. We seek enlightenment.
The dragon men look in front of you, look you up and down, and roll me a deception. Do you get any blessings on that or anything? Any bonuses?
No.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, I do. Is that a wisdom?
Is deception wisdom?
No, it's deception
Charisma.
is
Yeah,
charisma.
no.
It should be
I got
charisma, right? Yeah. The They look at each other. They look back at you. They look at each other, and they're not looking too convinced. One of them says, "Why didn't you find one of our agents on the outside? What brought you directly to the lair?"
We did find an agent, didn't we, Jeff?
We did. The agent directed us to come straight here.
What was his name?
We never got his name. As we were making our way here, there was a battle, and we barely escaped with our lives.
And he did not.
Roll me a deception on that.
Well, we
He
know
narrows his he narrows his eyes at you, and he says, "Where did you meet this agent?"
it's not
What
a
was
lie
the
to say
Which town was it that was overrun with?
You won't be deceiving him if you tell him where we met him on that trail.
yeah, on the mountain.
Where was the mountain, though? I don't remember.
That was when we,
Remember when we tossed you off the mountain?
before we found a Taz.
You literally fell off a mountain. How do you not remember this?
Okay,
Okay, all right.
That might be how he doesn't remember.
Well, let's
actually.
assume that Sir Eastfall remembers the name of the mountain. Well, we were on top of blank mountain, and that's where we met him.
You don't want to chime in, Armin?
I'll say, yeah, we met him and then this wizard attacked us and we barely made it out alive.
That's right, the wizard.
One of the dragon men looks at you. Did this wizard perhaps conjure elementals?
He did.
There were a number of them, yes.
I see. Give me just a moment. He moves over. They both move over and they start talking and start talking. You hear him talking. You hear them talking, but you can't understand what they're saying.
They're all grouped together right now.
Right, this is where the fireball should come into play. Should ain't gonna work quick.
Before
Fireball.
any time passes, one of them comes back and he says, "And you wish to devote your undying love to the dragon."
Absolutely. My life for the dragon.
You're ready to transform your body in mind and in spirit.
Let's do it.
Roll me a deception on that.
Well, that's the best one so far.
My eyes grow wide and my body tenses and I scream, "Yes, God, yes, I'm so ready."
All right. The dragon says, "All right. You two can continue on this path. It'll lead to the north through a big giant room. And you will need to find the river and continue north."
Big giant room, river north.
You may he waves his hand towards the passage behind the other two dragons. You may go this way now.
Before we go, we've heard tales of the great wizard Ditex and heard rumors he's here. Is that true?
The red dragon man spits on the ground. "Don't speak that name around me."
If you
Perfect.
insist.
I was hoping you would say that. We hate him as well.
Nothing but a pox and a blight on our blue dragon.
Absolutely. This fine organization doesn't need him.
That's right.
If he's here, I'd kill him myself. The red dragon or the blue dragon man says.
If he was here.
Well, here in the room.
Well, I'm gonna, judging by the way that he said that, I'm gonna assume that means that You must be helping, and the red dragon does not agree.
Blue dragon.
Blue. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the tokens are red. I gotta find some not red ones,
Some
but
Photoshop.
Some brain age shit right
yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, the two of you are free to move on. How are you gonna get the rest of the party through?
Yeah.
Okay, here's
Oh, about our we have some friends who also
no,
ventured with.
well.
No, I'm not.
I think one of those friends happens to be that wizard y'all were talking about.
I mean, I feel like what we should do is just move attacking.
Hold on, we can be a little more stealthy. Let's see if we can get them grouped up.
How? So you want to
Okay.
get them grouped?
You can do that.
Yeah, and to do that, I want to say, before we move on, could I interest you in a game of dice, which I'm proficient in for some reason?
Dragon Man.
And I
Both
pull out
Dragon
my
Men
dice.
agree. It gets very boring in the layer down here. We're on patrol a lot.
All right. Well, we can all. Let's make sure that let's see if we can get them all in a circle. Are you gonna play Isty? Do you play dice?
I'm just gonna walk up behind the two dragons and put my arms around their shoulder. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna watch with my two new brothers here.
And I get my dice out and I cast Sending to Davril,
Okay.
and I just say cast Fireball now, please.
Davril moves up to the edge of the room, and a red line streaks across the room onto the middle of where the dice game is going on.
And they all die
All of a
instantly.
sudden, there is a loud explosion. Let's. They all need to roll some DC checks here.
They're all
Lucky for
crouched
you.
down. They probably at disadvantage.
No, they're standing around watching.
Thought we were gonna play
You're
dice,
lucky
not
they're
watch
not.
people play dice.
Well, the game hadn't started yet. You sent your spell of sending.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do better next time.
You'll do better next time.
Let me see. What spells is it?
Let me pull up their character sheets.
Shit, I do have water walk, guys. We could have been walking on
Oh,
water.
you do. Tisk, tisk, tisk. An explosion immediately envelops around Armin, the Dragon Men, and east of all. The braziers are immediately broken. The walls become scorched with fire marks. The four Dragon Men are knocked prone as they take their, let's see, 10d6 fire damage.
How much is that?
What was that noise?
Do you like my exploding dice?
It's a neat trick.
Usually goes over well at parties.
All of the Dragon Men are knocked prone.
Are we still standing?
You're still standing. You're fine. The sculpt spell, you were safe.
Well, time to start braining.
You're not wrong.
It's a 15.
Let me know when when we're good to start the braining.
Sorry. I have to adjust all their HP.
Do anything
All right,
die
yeah.
outright?
Go. No, none of them die outright. But yeah, go ahead and roll in, Armin. Davril will roll in as well. Anybody else that wants to participate can roll in.
I need to
In
be
the
added.
braining.
I got an 18, but I didn't click on my token.
Oh, okay.
Haven's going to stroll in with a very sarcastic look of shock that a battle is happening.
What a surprise, you guys.
What do you do?
To be fair, it wasn't the worst trick we've ever pulled.
That was
It
actually pretty
almost
good.
worked.
And they're all prone, so if anyone can get close enough to attack them, then they have advantage.
All right, Smokeen, start us off.
She's gonna move
You
to
see
here.
you see the big explosion of fireballs happen after you see Davril sneak forward. So you take your opportunity.
I'll shoot this first guy on the top side.
Sure.
Sir Eastfold screams, "Let
You
the
get advantage. You
reaping
get
begin."
advantage on your attack. They're prone, so you get advantage on your attack roll.
Right. Combo. Pew. 21.
21 absolutely hits. I need to
10.
roll. I need to roll them in, but they're at the bottom. They're going to be at the bottom. So
Pew for 20. For another 12.
yeah, they're at the bottom.
And then I'll
that-
shoot the,
Did all of them hit? Yeah, both
then-
of them hit.
the southern one. So this guy here. Pew. Oh,
I'm sorry.
critical.
Sorry. So you hit this guy. Then where did the second one go?
Same guy. So
Same
first
guy?
two. Yeah. First two
For
went to
22
this guy.
damage. Okay.
And then bottom one, critical for 15.
For 15. Okay.
Flying.
Crit for 15. All right. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay. Yolanda's turn. Yolanda sees D, or not D, but
15, 20,
Smokeen rush forward.
50. I'm just going to sprint.
Okay. Now's the chance. Over.
And I will hit him with a sting.
You're gonna hit him. Hit him hard. For
11.
11 damage. All right. As you rush forward and smack it with your staff, you brain him, and his body goes limp.
Flying.
Do you see lame?
I said flying.
Oh. All right. Vaping. You're all the way back to
1,
everybody
2,
else
3,
rushing
4,
forward.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as close as I can get.
You rush up, but you can't quite do anything. All right, Hafen.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see Dragonman starting to die.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Darn it. Okay. Okay, so Hafen for his action is going to throw the pyramid up.
Okay.
And then for my bonus, I'm going to spend a. Hang on. Two sorcery points for a quickened spell.
Okay.
Whoops. I've been ticking off the wrong thing. Hang on. Oh, okay. All right. And I'm going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Oh, I love that spell.
It's a good one.
And I will launch one at the back right one here.
Okay. That's the dexterity save. He fails. So 5 fire damage. Is that right? 2d6 on that? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's see. One or two of the meteors impacts against solid surface, explodes, creature within 5 feet, 2d6 fire damage on a failed save.
Okay, so
On a successful one.
so he failed, so he takes the 5. Does the one next to it take damage as well?
If that one, let's see. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dex throw. So he's
Okay,
gonna,
so the other one has to as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no worries. The other one also fails, so he'll take the 5 fire damage as well.
okay.
All right. You throw your 2 meteors at it after they spring up around your head and start orbiting you, and 2 of them just immediately fly at the back Dragon Man, exploding, doing fire damage to both of the Dragon Men on the bottom half. Davril is going to enter from the doorway, move up all as much movement as he can take, and he's going to launch Firebolt at the closest one to him. The firebolt goes wide and just hits the remnants of the brazier behind, doing no damage.
I have a malfunction.
What's up?
Armin didn't get added to
What would you roll?
I think it was 18. Yeah, it was 18.
Why is Davril all the way? Oh, well, yeah, just go ahead and go then.
Okay. Well, drop me in after that. I have no idea what he was going to do because I thought he was never coming up. I'm just going to stab this guy in the head.
Stab him in the head.
I will pick up my sword and say, you have failed this city, or something like that. 25?
18. Oh, yeah, 25 hits. Well, actually, it's not flanked, so no, but an 18 hits.
But he's prone, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he is prone, so it don't matter. 18 hits.
13 damage.
13 damage. All right, you stab him in the head, and his body jolts.
That's his turn.
And he dies. All right, Eastaval.
Svald says, let the reaping begin. The 13,
13.
because they're prone.
Because they're prone. You swing at the ground, but because of the fireball blast that happened only seconds earlier, you were just a little bit hazy and you missed your swing.
That one too?
That one too. You swing twice and you miss twice.
At the Dragonman laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please stop missing, Jeff.
Eastabal's not laughing anymore.
Eastaval's very upset. The Dragonman's going to use all of his movement to get up. Both of them. He's going to see the one that just swung at him in front of him, and he's going to make an attack roll at Sir Eastaval for trying to hit him.
In retaliation?
In retaliation. The Dragon Man, though, as he brings his longsword up over his head, he swings at Sir Eastaval full force with 2 hands. Eastaval dodges out of the way, and he spins around and smacks himself with the sword.
Dying instantly.
Dying instantly. Let's see. He did that much damage to him. He gashed himself in his own thigh with his sword. He lets out a scream as his own sword cuts into his flesh.
Blood just splurting everywhere.
Blood just splurting. The other one, while he can't move, is going to let out a fire breath at Armin.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, not a fire breath, a lightning breath. I have the Dragon Veteran page is for a half red Dragon Man, but they're the same stats other than element.
I see some fire that turns into lightning lash out at me.
Yeah, a lightning bolt sears towards you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
That is my least favorite thing to do, and I have failed to do so yet again.
You take
2 damage. Three damage.
96 damage.
2 damage.
you take 47 damage. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
You take 15 lightning damage because you rolled a bunch of ones.
Well, that's good. I appreciate all
Could've
those
been that,
ones.
though.
Yeah, it could have been 40-something damage.
Yeah, it actually could have been.
But instead, Dragon Man choked.
All right, we're back at the top of the round. Smokeen,
Smoky.
you just saw a bolt of lightning lance across the field.
Very weird. Gonna take a shot at this other one.
So this right here is a pillar.
Oh, whoops. Go ahead and tell that. So, here. And shoot that one.
Okie dokie.
Twang. 13.
13 misses. The bow or the arrow streaks across the 20-foot gap, and the dragon man moves his head as it just whisks by his head. But you follow up with the second one almost in tandem, and when he moves his head back, the other arrow just connects into it.
Okay. Can I get to that one clear?
You'd have to go through Armin, so
Yeah.
Put an arrow through me.
Rather not. Okay, then that's her. Then Yolanda's next.
Can we drop in Armin, who I think has an
Here.
18?
yes, actually, it is Armin's turn.
Sorry, Yolanda.
Before Yolanda does anything, for whatever reason, Armin did not get included in combat. But he has an 18, so he goes right before Yolanda.
Don't worry, I was just going to get in position to give you flanking on everything.
Okay, talk quickly. I have 5 minutes.
I run
Yes.
up there and I attack the one that's across from Istobal.
Okay.
Bang. Thank God thank God I have advantage.
You swing your longsword at it, but the dragon man grabs the longsword and pulls it out of your hands.
But I got a 26 because I have
Oh,
advantage.
you did. You're flanked. You're flanked. He didn't do the things I just said, but instead took 14 damage. Congratulations.
50.
You run him through with the sword, and he stands there looking at you and looks down at the sword through his gut. And he tries to start talking, but blood pours out of his mouth, and he just crumples to the ground dead.
Excellent. You're up, Yolanda.
Okay.
He tried.
And Yolanda will move to here. And hit him.
A lot,
23
right?
hits
For
for 12, right? Yeah.
And hit him again for another 14.
You smack him once real good in the head, and then you butt him with the end of the feather staff in the chest, and you hear cracking. And he lets out a very hurt dragon roar as he crumples to the ground, dead. Combat is now over. You have successfully killed the 4 dragon men.
They never got a chance.
We did it. We did it. That was way easier than the dragon.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I used Mel's meteors.
Well, it would have gone on longer if Davriel hadn't launched that fireball to begin with. So
Yeah, that was kind of I think that was a good call.
that was pretty smooth.
It wasn't,
I thought you were going to try to argue thought you were going to try to argue everybody else through.
that
All right,
would never have worked.
we'll stop here for tonight. So combat is dead. Combat's over. You've successfully killed 4 dragon men. Dead.
And 1 dragon.
And 1 dragon.
Yay.
Who got the
Okay.
kill on the dragon?
Smoky.
Okay. And perfect timing too.
You get 1,000,000 XP.
Okay,
Doesn't
sleepy
do
night,
anything.
nighttime.
Bye bye.
All right.
Catch you
Night-night.
later.
Take it easy.
Killing stream. Bye bye stream.